I kind of came into the world with a very compromised digestive system, and early on in my life I had a lot of allergies to all kinds of things, and as I was growing older it just kind of got worse and worse. And then luckily I stumbled across holistic healing in the bigger sense of the word, and I started really playing with my diet and taking things out, got really strict for a while. I think at that point I also moved to the United States, to California, and I kind of hit the health food culture here. And it's quite extreme, and a lot of it is about this is bad and this is good, and take this away and take that away, and fasting and extreme cleansing. So it helped me to a certain degree, but I also really went overboard and became very depleted, and at a certain point I couldn't digest anything anymore. I felt like food was my enemy. It was horrible. I had developed, pretty serious symptoms in my body, disease symptoms, and when I was in one of these crises, I couldn't eat, I couldn't digest anything. And then I came across Ayurveda. I mean, I heard of it already before, because I'd been a yogi for many years, and of course when you're interested in holistic medicine, Ayurveda is one of them. And I remember my early reaction always being, oh, those damn food lists, that just goes too far, because Ayurveda gets really specific. There's a food list of foods that's good for Vata, and maybe I'll have to say more about Vata, and then there's food list for Pitta and food list for Kapha. So I'll talk more about all those, but I was like, oh my God, that's too much. I eat whole foods, I eat good food, that should do. But clearly I wasn't getting any stronger and any better. And when I came across Ayurveda, what really struck me was the holistic treatment of the individual. It wasn't just about the digestive system, it was about the whole person. And there was this moderate approach. It wasn't extreme, and the goal always was balance, and that word balance really struck me as, okay, now I get it. When I was growing up, I was completely out of balance in one way, simply because I grew up in a European culture that didn't have a whole lot of sense about what was necessarily a healthy way of eating. It was just culturally the way it was done, and there still is a lot to that as well. There's not necessarily all bad habits, but I wasn't raised with the concept of, you eat what supports your health. So I came to California and really embraced that, food actually has a big influence on your health and how you feel. And I went totally overboard with it, because the culture here around that also was pretty overboard. So I went completely out of balance in the opposite direction. I swung back and forth, and it took a while to come to the center, because your body really responds, right, to your way over here. It will go way over there. You have to slowly kind of make the swing get smaller and smaller and come more to the center. And I've kind of found that center. I mean, it's not perfect, and I'm not perfect, and I surely don't live in a perfect world, but it's made a big difference. But the thing is you have to embrace the lifestyle. You have to embrace the diet. It has to become familiar to you. And then little by little, you find that you heal, and you heal more, and you heal more. And now I can eat things and drink things that I just really couldn't years ago. They would give me so much trouble. So I'm very happy about that, and that's what I want to pass on to other people. Yeah.